A lithium mine in Canada has just opened. It will be supplying Tesla and another company with lithium so that Tesla can make lots of money from the US government. It's genius. It's brilliant, and you can really see why analysts have said this is one of Tesla's best moves over the past 12 months. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. My name's Sam Evans. It's great to see you. Normally when you hear the words open pit mine, you think of, well, terrible economic devastation. The open pit mines in Canada are an eyesore. They're considered a massive environmental disaster. Sorry, Canadians, that's just what people think of them. However, this new mining extravaganza, bonanza, whatever you want to call it, it's blowing up big time in Canada. And a Quebec lithium mine has begun supplying Tesla and General Motors' supplier LG Chem with the lithium it needs for their future battery supplies. Now, why is this important? Strategically intelligent decision to make here because, Tesla need lithium as part of their supply chain that's coming from North America because otherwise their battery packs won't qualify next year for EV incentives. $7,500 per car, that's just too much money to give up. It's insane. That's the profit margin of a car, $7,500, right? That's all you get in terms of profit. We're looking at industry average profits of around 8%, but industry average profits for EVs is around minus 8%. So important for Tesla and other car companies such as General Motors to take every advantage they possibly can in this point where the ramping up phase is happening. Ramping up is expensive. When you're mass producing, your costs come down. The open pit mine in Quebec officially restarted production in March following a US $80 million upgrade. Canada has rejoined the ranks of global lithium producers as the North American Lithium NAL project in northwestern Quebec begins commercial production of spodumene concentrate destined for electric vehicle maker Tesla and battery cell manufacturer LG Chem, among others. Now, this comes at a terrible time for them, that they were shut down during a period in which they could have made really big profits. The average cost of lithium, spot price has come down 65%, could even be 70% by the time you're actually watching this video. That's how fast it's free falling. Seriously, it's terrible. Some lithium producers in China have just stopped production. But that's China, this is North America. We need lithium locally. The world is becoming far too dependent on China. It's dangerous, it's scary, it's very concerning. So this is really necessary. We need Canada. Canada plays a huge role in this. They have so many resources that US doesn't really have access to. The open pit mine, which is jointly owned by Australia-based Sayona Mining Limited and US-based Piedmont Lithium Inc., officially restarted production on the 30th of March. And Piedmont CEO Keith Phillips said the restart is an exciting milestone for the North American market. NAL is positioned to be a key contributor to the electric vehicle and battery supply chains as demand for lithium continues to rapidly expand, along with the electrification economies in both Canada and the US. I think this mine can charge more than the spot price. Why? Because it has kind of a monopoly. If you're a mine, if you're a producer of lithium or any materials that go into a battery pack in North America, then you have an advantage over the Chinese. Americans, car companies in particular, pay more for the minerals from Canada than they will from China because it makes sense. Giving up that massive incentive is enormous. So you don't want to give up the incentive, therefore they're going to be willing to pay more. Plus, it's much closer. The shipping costs are significantly lower. You got to factor in the shipping because the spot price doesn't factor in the shipping to your door. So if Tesla has manufacturing in North America and they're getting the lithium from North America and they're also getting the incentives from the battery manufacturing being sourced in North America, then it's strategically beneficial to them, right? So these Canadian companies, they'll know that. They'll be able to charge more than the Chinese do for lithium. The Quebec mine is expected to be the only major new source of lithium-rich spodumene concentrate within North America for the next 2 years. That's a monopoly. Sayona and Piedmont are aiming to produce 226,000 tons per year, which contains roughly 6% lithium oxide. It's so needed right now, right? There are, Ford just said this. The bottleneck for them in North America to produce more EVs, or to produce EVs period, because their numbers were terrible in the first quarter of the year, is batteries. Battery manufacturing, battery minerals, batteries. Ford only produced around 3,400 EVs per month for the first 3 months of the year. That is absolutely horrendous for a car company who says they'll be able to be hitting a production run rate of 600,000 this year. They are nowhere even remotely near that. 3,400 per month. That puts them at a pitiful number of what? About 40,000 cars a year compared to their predicted 600,000 run rate. They're miles away. They need this lithium badly. Sayona and Piedmont purchased the mine in 2021. They respectively own 75% and 25% stakes in the project. By the way, I did buy stocks in Piedmont. I have since sold them because, well, strategically, there's a reason for that. And it comes to do with the change in the global battery markets that I see happening over the next 5 years. And I'll make a video about that. Make sure you subscribe, and that video will be free to see what my strategy is and why I'm doing it this way. Piedmont offer an offtake agreement in place, giving it rights to purchase about 65% of the site's output. In turn, the company has struck a supply deal with Tesla, as well as with battery cell manufacturer LG Chem. Now, no other customers have as yet been disclosed. The project is one of about 24 lithium mines at various stages of development across Canada. The bulk of the most advanced projects are in Quebec, including Nemaska Lithium's past producing Whabouchi mine. Shipments of spodumene concentrate from the NAL project are scheduled to start in the third quarter of 2023. The material will initially be shipped out of province without further processing. It will be delivered to customers as spodumene concentrate, and it's up to our customers to decide where and how to get it processed from there, Philip said. So General Motors, or LG Chem, and Tesla both need to actually process this material from the raw spodumene into the battery grade concentrate. That's quite a process involved here. Tesla has been building a facility next to its factory in Texas that will be able to do this. Tesla plans, of course, to be a lithium refinery. There's no other car company in the world that I know of doing that, by the way. That's a very interesting decision they've made there. Obviously, LG Chem is going to have to work out how to do this themselves as well. I don't know about anything to do with them choosing to actually refine the lithium. Sayona and Piedmont are studying the economics of constructing a local lithium carbonate and lithium hydroxide plant that would carry out the value-added step and produce battery-ready lithium within Quebec. Very interesting to hear them say this, because Elon Musk said that this part of the process, actually being a refinery, is like being a money printing machine. He used that exact phrase, money printing machine, in the context of lithium refining. The other interesting part here, which could be damaging here for the Canadian miners, is when they all made the decision to begin operating these mines, more than likely at least 90% of them did it under the pretext that the price, the value of lithium would be fairly high. Well, it was, now it's not. I wonder how this will affect them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.